Hello guys and welcome to F1 2019 Career Mode. Yes, this is part 2, so it's been slightly delayed, but now we get to pick our team and actually start our F1 career, not F2, F1. So, I done a vote in the last episode. I did go for the Ferrari Academy. Spoiler, I don't pick one of those teams. I've been seeing other people play the game as well, so I decided to stay away from their teams, and I sort of proposed McLaren, and it seems like you guys agreed, so that's who we're going with. I believe when I've done the count, McLaren had 76 votes, Ferrari surprisingly had 70, Haas had 62, and I believe Alpha had like 45. So McLaren was the winner, but as you can see I have missed out on a few pretty good little perks, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there's some good perks, especially with Alpha. We could have had a really good engine, and that car could have got very good very quickly. So, it's a slight issue, I guess. But I went with McLaren. Me being British teammate.
Choice.
It is a good choice.
Conversations with them, they're going to be very excited to pursue this opportunity with you. I'll let them know our intentions immediately. I'll have to clean up some final details with them, but that's what you pay me for. Other than that, congratulations. You've earned it.
We signed on the dotted line. We are now a McLaren driver.
I'll catch up with you. Sorry, I'm just on my way out, but your workstation's at the back over there. It should be all set up on the network, but let the guys know if it isn't. From there, you can access all the data you need to help us direct development of the car. Get yourself settled, and then head out to practice when you're ready. I'll catch up with you later, okay?
Welcome to your new team. McLaren are one of the most successful teams in the sport, and they've reinvented themselves over the past few years. They demand excellence from all areas of their organization, and they'll expect you to integrate yourself and get up to speed from the first race.
I was sort of expecting Sainz to be my teammate, but I guess not. Anyway, we've got 1,750 points to spend, and our weakest point of the car is by far the engine. The engine is not good at all. So we're going to spend a lot of points on the powertrain. We just upgraded the crankshaft. That should be ready for the next Grand Prix. Fingers crossed. Also going to put some points into quality control. Yeah, I want the powertrain to fully upgrade it at some point. I'm going to also upgrade the central under tray, just a weight reduction. Only takes 1 week and has a decent improvement as well on the car. I've got aerodynamics and also durability. It's general maintenance. The car is actually not bad in terms of aero, so I want to spend a lot of my points on... Yeah, aero is actually pretty good. I mean, it does need an improvement, of course, but yeah.
Welcome to
Melbourne, Australia.
The inaugural event of the F1 2019 Championship season. The session is starting shortly, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. A feeling that anything can happen this year, and if it does, well, this weekend could be the opening chapter to one of the most exciting F1 seasons ever. Joining me in the commentary box is, of course, Anthony Davidson. And it's great to have you back again. What can you tell us about this year's roster? There are some new faces this year, aren't there?
Absolutely, Crofty. There's been a number of interesting signings over the last few months. Where would you like to start?
Let's talk about Scott.
Right, well, this is definitely someone to keep an eye on. Well, they've been signed up likely in no small part due to the way they carried themselves in the Formula 2 Championship. They have a great track record of putting the team first. At one of the races, they even gave up their own position when their car had a technical issue, so that their teammate, Lucas Weber, who also debuts here today, could get ahead. That kind of team spirit could take them a long way this season.
Those two aren't the only new faces from Formula 2 this season, are they?
No, this season will introduce fans to George Russell and Lando Norris, two very promising young British drivers. Plus, we'll meet Alexander Albon from Thailand, and finally, Devon Butler. Now, Devon was a bit of a controversial figure in Formula 2 last year. He racked up a lot of penalties over the course of the season, including one where he collided with his closest rival. It was a nasty clip. Now, certainly after the event, they were nothing but professional in terms of how they spoke about the incident with Devon, but it's hard to imagine them being as polite about it behind closed doors. I think this rival will be one to keep an eye on over the next few races, as both drivers take their first steps into the world of Formula 1.
Okay, your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Best of luck out there. Approaching the DRS zone. Watch your MFD for the activation point.
I actually quite liked how the McLaren handled. You can tell it's got a good chassis, good amount of downforce, and yeah, I really enjoyed driving it. This is literally my first lap in a McLaren in Australia.
Good day today. Let's
in
have your
practice.
take on it.
Time for an interview.
It's been a lot of hard work, but here you are making your debut in Formula One. You must be thrilled.
I am absolutely thrilled. I actually extended the timer on these cutscenes so I can actually work out what to say, because I really want to impress the team and get as much reputation as possible.
So how are you finding things at the team? Are you settling in?
It's taken a little bit of time. I mean, it is only my first Grand Prix, and also I've never driven with a wheel before, so it's a challenge. And also, bit of a spoiler, qualifying's wet. Yeah, intermediate.
What are you expecting out of this season? Are you just aiming to find your feet in Formula One, or do you see something more?
McLaren put a lot of faith in me. I'm going to just bring in the points, I think. I think that's a reasonable, yeah, rep increased.
Appreciate your time.
Thank yous. And then we move on to qualifying. Yes, intermediate weather. I was starting to feel quite confident on the dry track during practice. My times were getting better and better. I was starting to push my wheel setup a little bit more, just get a little bit more comfortable. I put less downforce on the car because the car is not very quick. So I was trying to get a bit more speed on the straights. And then it rains. It rains, it pours. In Australia, for Christ's sake. This is a joke. I was not happy. So yeah, my ERS is on hot lap, fuel is on max. Basically everything is maxed out, ready for this hot lap. But the rain really did not help me at all. I mean, the game looks great, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I would have liked a dry qualifying. No doubt about that. Probably would have been around the same position, I'm guessing. I don't know. Also, by the way, before I forget, Butler is now with Racing Point, the pink team, Force India, and Weber is with Toro Rosso. So our rivals from F2 have come over to F1, which is quite interesting. So the story sort of continues a little bit there. I didn't see them in Australia. There's no cutscenes with them, but they send like emails and interviews and stuff with quotes from those guys. Yeah, I just start to run out of energy at the end. I probably pushed the ERS a little bit too much, but I believe we got 13th place, which ain't too bad. The car roughly is pure performance, probably like 14th, 15th
Let's
place.
review our top three today. Hamilton,
Lando
Vettel,
just
and
about
Charles
beat me.
Leclerc. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Butler 17th, sorry, 7th.
New drivers, new
7th.
cars, it's a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that plays host to round 1 of a 21-race championship that takes us from here in Australia across the globe and the eventual season finale at the Yas Island circuit in Abu Dhabi. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. We have plenty of changes to the sport this year, with tweaks to the regulations, a fresh-looking spread of tyre compounds, and of course some changes to the roster of car manufacturers. It's goodbye to Sauber and hello once again to the classic name of Alfa Romeo in Formula One. It's also goodbye to Force India. They've been rebranded as Racing Point. Joining me to take you through all the action of the 2019 Formula One season is Anthony Davidson. And it's great to have you with us.
Thanks, Crofty. Always happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to getting underway. Last year was Mercedes' 5th Constructors' title in a row, although for the first half of the season it was absolutely neck and neck with the Ferraris. Hopefully this year we can see the chasing pack take that final step, as I'd love to see a championship contest all the way up to the final race in Abu Dhabi. Another story to keep an eye on is the performance of Red Bull, who have switched to the Honda power unit this year. What that will mean for both their performance and reliability remains to be seen.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Bottas, Max Verstappen, and Gasly, Butler, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, and Sergio Perez. Weber, Norris, Scott, and Grosjean. Ricciardo, Russell, Alexander Albon, and Robert Kubica. Giovinazzi and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
We're in a better grip position than we were expecting. Let's see if we can hold on to it.
1 lap, 2 laps, 3 laps, 4 laps, 5 laps. It's almost the start. The first race in F1 2019 career mode. Bit of wheel spin there. I think Norris also had a bit of wheel spin there as well. And we're already losing places. We're getting absolutely flocked. Grosjean there had a really good start in the Haas. And he's been very, very mean, giving us no space. There's Russell out of nowhere. Where did he come from? Here's a replay of the start. So much anarchy. I definitely saw maybe bits of the Haas. Yeah, sorry about the slight lag there. That's the OBS recording software. Yeah, see the grass getting flicked up. Not the best start. Looks like also Lewis Hamilton lost his pole position already. There is Russell, my first target. DRS is in overtake mode. Ooh. Squeeze him. Squeeze him. Yes. Squeeze the Haas back out. Next up is my teammate, Lando Norris. Can we overtake him? Stay nice and close. And maybe we can do a little dive bomb here. Brake nice and late. He's still there though. He's not giving up. I had to use all the curb. Oh, he's trying to squeeze me. He backed out. He hesitated there briefly. This is Lando Norris's point of view. See, he goes to push me, almost a bit like what Vettel done against Lewis Hamilton in Canada. He goes to push me against the wall and then backs out. Realizes that's my teammate. This is a long race. We can catch up. We can try again. Next up is my old teammates of Weber in the Toro Rosso. So ideally, we want to get into the points. That'll be smashing. I would love to see that. There's a nice little trio here of... Oh, gonna skip forward to the 4th lap. We take the inside line. We've got DRS. And we pull it off. There we go. There's a nice little train there of Weber, Perez, and also Hülkenberg. A replay there. This is a nice smooth overtake. Number 45 takes the place. We're now officially in the point. Right, so we are up to 10th place. We're now in the points. No, we're not. I stand corrected. I'm sorry. Next up, though, Perez in the Racing Point team. Pink Team Force India. Whatever you want to call them. I don't know. Yeah, they're up next. They've got the Mercedes engine, which obviously is a little bit quicker. But I think we have the better chassis and aerodynamics. So we can try and challenge him in the corners. That is the plan. Currently feeling pretty good on these tyres though. The Red Muck tyres, the soft compound. And to be honest, in practice, I didn't really like the mediums. I just found them to be very, very slow. A lot more sliding, not a lot of grip compared to the softs. And the softs are holding up pretty well. So they're starting to get a little bit marked, but not too much. Look at Perez, man. This is what I like to see. They're fighting. They were going 2 way into a corner and I sort of panicked a little bit. So now Weber is now right behind us again. This nice little 4-pack. Nice and close. Close fighting. What I like to see. We're now on lap 7. We're still just following the pack. Annoyingly, it looks like Butler is quite far off into the distance. I would love to beat Butler on our first race. That would be incredible. I'll be so down for that. But that's why I want to improve the McLaren, so we can beat the Racing Point team every race. Oh, that was aggressive. That is not what you normally call an overtaking corner. Perez made it work, but can we also take Hülkenberg, who seems to be struggling a little bit on the tyres, struggling for pace? Can we take him? That is what you call a Daniel Ricciardo dive bomb. Lovely. Scrumptious. That is what you call an overtake. Next, oh, and a bit wide there. That might invite a bit of pressure. I can see 2 cars all over the back of me. Weber and Hülkenberg. Oh, look at him. He fancies this. He's got exactly the same engine, but he's got DRS, and he's got a bit of drag reduction. No, what I'm trying to say? He can draft in behind us, get a nice little boost as well. Oh, Bottas is officially out of the race. Hence the other flags as well. See if we can find him. Oh, there he is on the left. See him? Looks like his engine's probably blown up. So he was fighting with, I'm guessing that's Charles Leclerc, and his engine just blows up. Yep, smoke everywhere. Can't seem to fix it. He's having a good race actually as well. I think he started maybe 4th. He's up into 2nd place. Ooh, I bet that feels rough. That's rough. That's a rough first race. Anyway, back to our... Oh, I think we're about to pit. Lap 8. It's time to pit. Change the tyres and go for it. Looks like Butler's staying out. Right, normally in these games, we seem to have issues with pit stops. They don't let us out quick enough. So, that is a slight concern. Let's see if they can get us out nice and quick. Oh, the Williams come out. I think that delayed us. No! Damn it! Should have let us out. So we've lost our place to Hulkenberg, but Perez is actually behind us. What? So Perez had an even worse pit stop than us.
Strategy complete.
The actual pit stop time was 2.5 seconds, but they just left us in there. Oh! Oh, Weber just come and just hit us. What the hell? Where did he come from? What was that about? Let's see what happens. He just pretends I'm not there. He should have left a bit more space there. He just bangs into us. So he must have pitted on the lap before. Whew. Okay, fine. Let's move on. Let's keep going. So yeah, I just never feel very comfortable on these tyres. I don't know why. Hopefully in different Grand Prix the tyres feel better. But it just seems to just lack pace and lack grip. I just struggled. Even when they were nice and fresh, they just didn't feel good. So it looks like Perez is coming back at Weber. So Perez is going to be our main competitor from behind. That's a good clean overtake. Very nice. Can't get over how pretty this game looks. Such an incredible looking game. Yeah, I'm just currently just lacking pace. I'm really struggling. ERS is a bit low as well. Oh, what is he doing? I was maybe a little bit naughty there. I'm not sure if I went all 4 wheels off the road. I don't know. I've got to get look back at it and have a look. But yeah, I defended hard, and we still have the place. It happened again. God damn it. Let's see if we play this. Let's see how wide I actually go. I go pretty wide there. If that was real F1, I'll be in trouble, I think. But I had nowhere to go. If I went more to the right, we probably would have collided, and yeah.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
I think I made the right call. I think. Anyway, on to the last lap. Fuel is low. ERS is very, very low. Can we get... Oh, I've gone wide. Yeah, the tyres... I did not like these tyres. They're probably not actually that bad in terms of condition, but they were just giving up on me. It was so freaking annoying. I was not happy. Yeah, I have not got any pace at all. So I'm going to use up all my ERS, put up to high, and just pray. Yeah, he's going to try this overtake again. I don't know why he's got a weird obsession with this place. In terms of overtaking, I don't know. But I literally stick the car in the middle and then stick it on the apex. Sebastian Vettel of Ferrari has won the Australian Grand Prix. Round 1, 25 points in the bag. I forgot about the fastest lap. You get 1 extra point for that, don't you? I forgot about that. Right, so, oh, got a bit wide there. Perez is all over the back of us. Remember, he's got the Mercedes engine in that car, which is a lot quicker than our engine, the Renault. Okay, that was a close finish. Woo!
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
9th place. I will take that. I'm happy with that. Some good, solid points in the bag.
Here's our winner, pulling their Ferrari into Parc Ferme. What a fantastic race it was. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. Let's have a quick look at how the driver standings have changed. Sebastian Vettel is our new championship leader after a great result. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Kimi Räikkönen is my standout today. Nothing you could construe as showboating, just an incredibly consistent performance out on track.
Let's move on to the constructors. Ferrari take the lead at the top of the table. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
Whew, the relief. The relief.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty.
Sorry about
happy
these
with that.
laggy cutscenes. Laggy.
You and
Laggy.
Devon weren't far apart by the end of the race. How evenly
He's
matched
good, but
were
I'm
you?
better. My favourite kind of match. He's a skilled driver, but he doesn't have my team and car. Again, I want to try and make McLaren love me, cherish me. I want to become their first driver. I want to win championships with this team. So
You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
I did. So we started 13th and we ended in 9th place. So we've done pretty good. So this is where you can sort of boost the department. So yeah, the car felt great in the aero part. So in terms of speed, we had no speed, so I'll be lying.
You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret?
There's no secret. It's just a great team, great car. I'm happy. So cliche.
You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling
So
for grip?
professional. Yeah, I did scrape a wall occasionally. I don't really know what happened, to be honest. Because the car was too heavy, or the downforce, but again, that's blaming departments. You don't want to do that.
Appreciate
You
your
want to
time.
keep everybody happy, alright? Everybody needs to be happy. So that, guys, is the first round of the championship. There's 21 races. Not going to lie, this video took me a long time to edit, but it was a lot of fun. Really had a lot of fun recording this episode. So we beat Lando Norris in the race. We beat him in terms of time. So we are winning that rivalry for now. We've got a few more points, which I'm going to put straight into the car. I want to improve durability.
That's a great result. You did really well. I don't think we can have any
Thank you,
complaints
Jeff.
with that performance.
Looks like one of your rivals has also been invited to a historical event. This could be a good opportunity to play up your rivalry for the press and expand your reputation. You're not the only driver to be hounded by the press. Emails, like the one I've just sent you, will give you an insight on how your former Formula 2 rivals are handling the press. Be sure to check your emails regularly, as I'll be sure to send you any of the more, let's say, interesting press transcripts that come my way.
So Weber's been very enthusiastic, very professional, giving us respect. Butler, on the other hand, is like being an arse, as per usual. Feel free to pause it and read them if you want to. Yeah, I'm going to put my points into durability. Having a car which works is always very important. It's always good to have a good working car. But yeah, that is the Grand Prix, the weekend over. I'm going to do this this checkpoint event, but that'll be outside of the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to see more, leave a like, leave your comments below, and bye-byes.